You're listening to Career Ready, and I'm Coach K. Getting you ready for your corporate career. Yesterday we covered a rather comprehensive definition of leadership by Dr. Jaason Geerts. We then unpacked why recruiters and hiring managers look for leadership qualities in candidates. We introduced a new model to our arsenal, the leadership pipeline, which proves that leadership is developed from entry-level positions, demonstrating that you only need to show your potential to lead in a professional setting. And then we closed off the session with the wrong and right way to demonstrate your leadership potential on your CV. Today we will look at the universally accepted fundamental 4 leadership skills that you should be working to develop, but also on how this would look realistically. The 4 fundamental leadership skills are listed as follows. Number 1 is self-awareness. Number 2 is influence. Number 3 is learning agility. And number 4 is communication. Number 1, self-awareness. Remember yesterday I asked you the question of whether or not you know who you are and what type of leader you want to be. Well, this is self-awareness, being aware of your strengths and weaknesses. It's important that you can demonstrate that you understand that your behavior has an impact on the goals of the organization. But gaining self-awareness is not easy, nor does it happen overnight. It's a journey and will require ongoing development. The Center for Creative Leadership has identified these 4 facets of leadership self-awareness. Let's discuss them now and how to develop each of them. Facet number 1 is leadership wisdom. Think about your favorite leader or personality. You like listening to them talk, and you like reading their material because of the wisdom and experiences they share. A self-aware leader has a bank of lessons that they share with their audience simply by reflecting and revisiting certain experiences for new perspectives. And you can do the same. You can build your bank of lessons by taking time to introspect and reflect on your own experiences. Facet number 2 is leadership identity. Your leadership identity is knowing who you are in relation to self and others in order to interact with others in a manner that is empathetic, building, and reduces misunderstandings. We live in one of the most culturally diverse countries in the world, and in today's pandemic market, we have seen some organizations expand to global markets almost instantly. So you will need to engage with people who think differently to you while still finding common ground and obtaining your goals. And facet number 3 is leadership reputation. Knowing how others perceive you will help you to get a better understanding of how you need to communicate with them. Listen back to our communication as an essential soft skill sessions on how to develop good communication skills. And lastly, facet number 4 is leadership brand. Your leadership brand should be no different to your personal brand, as you want your personal branding to remain authentic and positive. You don't become 2 different people all of a sudden when you want to be a leader. You should work on enhancing your strengths and working on your weaknesses to rather become a better leader. The second fundamental leadership skill is influence. Influence is the ability to affect someone else's behavior because of your real or perceived authority, knowledge, or relationship with that person. Manipulation, on the other hand, is the power to influence someone else to your advantage. It is often done without the other person's knowledge. Influence is leaving people feeling good about the direction you are steering them towards, while manipulation, once they're aware of what you've done, makes people feel used and abused, and no one wants a leader like that. Do you have the ability to positively influence those around you to reach a common goal? How do you develop influence as a skill then? You practice connecting with people on an emotional level, appealing to their logical and intellectual way of thinking, and encouraging collaboration to accomplish a common goal. The third fundamental leadership skill is learning agility. Growth mindset is a terminology that is becoming increasingly popular as organizations want to know that they are collaborating with professionals who will constantly be seeking learning and growth opportunities. You can develop your learning agility by learning from your mistakes instead of running from them or trying to hide them, by seeking feedback from others, by taking advantage of opportunities and learning new skills. And the fourth fundamental leadership skill, communication. We are back to discussing communication as a skill. Do you see how you just can't get around being a good communicator if you want to have a successful career? We did a deep dive into communication as a skill in our last Career Ready sessions. So please go back and listen to those sessions regarding why communication is an essential skill and how you can develop this skill as you grow and progress in your career. Well, that's it for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow as we close off leadership skills. That's it from me today. Thank you so much for joining. You can continue the conversation with me on LinkedIn by following my hashtag QMCareerCoaching, or on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, as well at Hello Coach K. Or if you prefer, you can send me an email at info@hellocoachk.com. See you next time.